Hello, it is Sunday, so it is time for my mental health vlog. I'll start with some of the good things that happened this week. My big embroidery machine, no idea what that is or where that came from. My big embroidery machine finally got the part in and got fixed. So my smaller one is still back in the shop, but my bigger one is home, which is a much better solution. So my store is open again, and orders are already starting to come back in. So yay, additional income, woo! That's big fan. Not really additional income, paying for the part that was broken, and then when that's covered, it'll be additional income. So yay, eventual additional income. Hocus Pocus 2 came out on Friday, and I had been waiting, well, I can't say I've been waiting for years for a sequel, but ever since the rumors several years ago started coming out about a sequel, I've always hoped it would happen. When they announced it, my gut instinct was, oh, if they don't do it justice, it's going to ruin the franchise, and it's going to ruin the original for me. No spoilers, but oh my god, loved it. Loved it just as much, if not more, as the original. So they did a great job, and I think they knew they had to. So kudos to Disney. Speaking, no. So that's the good stuff. Good stuff. I did a lot more decorating this weekend on the house. My boyfriend actually had an event this weekend with two of his best friends where they stay at a hotel and do fun friend bonding things. One of them is about to pop out twins, so kind of they were calling it like a baby moon, like a little friend get together. So on Friday and Saturday, I had my son. Saturday night, he was going to a Weird Al concert with his daddy, so I dropped him off on Saturday afternoon. So that left me home alone. It's a movie. That left me home alone Saturday night and Sunday morning. I can tell you exactly what old Jordan would have done. I can tell you exactly what new Jordan didn't do, or had any thought of, or concern of, or worry of, or thoughts of. I kept myself really busy. I had lots of projects I was working on. I had chores I needed to do, so it was nice to keep myself busy. Some of the bad stuff this week, or just not great stuff this week. My leg has really been bothering me, and it used to be kind of random, and now it's whenever I'm laying down. So I'm starting to wonder if it actually is sciatica, or if it's that I forgot the fancy term for it. There is your diabetic nerve pain that can affect your legs, then your buttocks and your legs, and there's a specific name just for that type of neuropathy. So reading up on that, I'm like, well, maybe I should get that checked out. So, and for example, last night I couldn't sleep at all. My leg was hurting. We have some tramadol, and I took, I think, 5 tramadol between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. and I just could not get the pain to go away, and I couldn't sleep. I got no sleep last night until about 7 o'clock this morning. I think I got about 45 minutes of sleep. And then I woke up and got the dogs fed and got ready because I was needing to pick up my boyfriend. Because I only have one car now. So I sat in the recliner after I got dressed. I'm like, okay, well, I've got about 45 minutes before I need to leave. And I think I might have gotten 10 more minutes of sleep there. So it is 8:45, and I can tell you I am exhausted. I am beat. Last night was a rough night. So I am going to call my doctor this week and figure out what's going on there. And we did pick up some creams, because for nerve pain, I guess that's like the BioFreeze or whatever. We got some heavy duty stuff. So I'm hoping that helps enough that I can get some sleep tonight. I know I'll sleep tonight. I'm hoping that it helps enough that I don't wake up tonight, because I'm just really beat today. But then my boyfriend came home and we did some more decorating. We got some of the harder pieces taken care of today. I can't wait to share pictures with everybody, but I'm waiting until we're done, and we're just not done yet. So I had on Tuesday night, late in the evening, I looked at my work email on my phone, and I noticed that a meeting the next day, which was Wednesday, had been canceled, and a new meeting with me, my boss, and my boss's boss was scheduled. I'm like, okay. Didn't go over a whole lot of detail what it's about. So I'm like, well, this is either going to be really good or really bad. I couldn't fathom why it would be bad, because the numbers have been great. Things have been going great on this project I'm working on. And I was really excited about where it was going. So I'm like, well, it's got to be good. All the red flags were there that it was a bad meeting and that I should prepare for a bad meeting, but I just couldn't fathom that it was a bad meeting. It was a bad meeting. What it all boils down to is I was thrown into a position that I had no experience with and no structured training. And I developed ways to make things work for the project. And I kept things moving, which is part of my job. There were things I was asked to do that I had not been trained on, and they were not done correctly. And it was, and I'm finding out more and more that the project that I'm working on is one of the highest profile projects in the company. So I have not been taken off the project. There were some other complaints too, but they were complaints that had been addressed a while ago about who should be doing what. And again, that's just kind of finding out, okay, I don't know what I don't know until someone tells me what to do or not do. So I did feel a little blindsided at the meeting, and I had a hard time for the rest of the day managing it. But ultimately, they reminded me, it's like, this is not a termination meeting. This is not a putting you on a written warning meeting. This is just letting you know that things are going to change, and here's how they're going to change. And then you will be held accountable for the change. So I get it. And the more I think about it, I'm excited to have the structure and the training and the definition of the lanes that I should be in. So it just wasn't delivered in the best method, in my opinion. And I have to shadow with somebody at work who I'm not super fond of. But this person is the model that my managers want me to follow. So I'll do what I need to do. But it felt very personal and very defeatist on Wednesday. And Wednesday night are when I have my meetings, my group meetings. And I was like, I don't want to go to the meeting. I need to go to the meeting. I don't want to go to the meeting. I need to go to the meeting, because I really was just defeated. I decided to go to the meeting. The topic in the meeting was the sixth step, giving up your defects of character to your higher power. And one of my defects of character that I've discovered in step 4, as I'm still working on step 4, is that when I'm faced with something uncomfortable or challenging or that makes me sad or whatever, I shut down. I just shut down, emotionally shut down. And I've talked about this on here before. So a few people, I didn't make eye contact with a lot of people. I was still defeated. I knew I needed to be there, but I was just so defeated. Like, I didn't make eye contact with anybody because I knew if I did, I might cry or whatever, just because I was just that defeated. And some of the shares that came around were great. And then one person just talked about, because there was a new person in the room, like what he had gotten from the meeting and what he had gotten from the group. And I realized that even though I had a really, really, I won't say shitty day, but a shitty thing happened that seemed to ruin my day. I'm glad I went to the meeting, because I know that this group of people, no matter how shitty I feel, or how shitty the things I may have done, or how shitty anything is with anybody else, and when we all know each other's secrets, but no matter what, I'm loved by the people in that room. They are a family. And I, in turn, know that I love them. And when I'm in that room, I'm not judged, I'm loved. So even when I'm sitting there and I'm mopey and I'm not making eye contact and I'm in a shitty mood, I'm still loved. And I needed that night. Not that I don't feel loved here at home with my boyfriend, because I do. And my family loves me and I love them. And several friends out there, same thing. But I needed that big warm blanket of safety and reassurance on Wednesday night, and I got it. So I was very, very happy about that I went. And when I came home, I talked to my boyfriend a little bit more, because I hadn't really made conversation with him either before I left. He was glad that I went. He was glad that I was able to talk some of the parts of it out and share with my group, my circle. So that was awesome. I do love my group, and I love my group for that very reason. It's not about the steps. It's not about, it's about taking accountability and learning how to manage your addictions, but ultimately it's a family bond of people who love and support each other and encourage each other no matter what. So I'm very, very happy about my group. I love my group. As exhausted as I was today, my boyfriend and I decided to go see a movie tonight, since we didn't get a chance to see anything together this weekend. So we went to go see Bros. And I'm not a big Billy Eichner, whatever his name is, Eichner. He normally drives me completely nuts, but the movie was great. It really is a great romance story that applies very much to being gay in your 40s, especially when you're just starting over, just starting to date someone or something, or a new relationship is blooming in your 40s, and you look around and see what's expected of the gay community and what's normalized in the gay community, and how different, even though love is love, but how different, love in the gay world can be versus love in the cis hetero world. I don't know how better to say it. There's a lot of words and I'm still learning, but it was really, really good. And the two main characters, like, I saw myself in both those characters, and my boyfriend said the same thing. He saw himself in both those characters, of course not at the same time, but it was very interesting, the relatability of the movie. So it was good. I enjoyed it. Good cast. And Billy Eichner didn't drive me too insane. I think that about covers everything. My boyfriend and I did have a conversation today about our recent lack of intimacy, and I apologized. I said it very much seems to be a pattern with me that whenever anything happens, intimacy is automatically thrown to the bottom of the totem pole of priorities. So aware, not thrilled, but aware, and something that I work on. Speaking of things that I'm working on, I talked a lot last week or the week before about saying I'm sorry for things that aren't my fault. I've been trying to catch myself every time I say sorry and try and rephrase it. We're watching TV. If we pause something, I could get up to refill my water, and if I have to go pee, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to go pee still. And instead it's, thank you for your patience, I still need to go to the restroom, I'll be right back. So I'm just trying to catch myself and rephrase those when I can, because I want to train my brain to not feel accountable for everything, or that everything I'm doing is a burden to somebody else. So good week, productive week. And it's Halloween month, so I've started my Halloween wear. So every vlog from here until the end of the month, you'll see me in a Halloween shirt, because that's just something that I do. I do it at Christmas too. And I'm known for my fun t-shirts and loving color and being huge. Anyway, I think that's it for me. So take care of your friends, check in on them, make sure they're doing okay. I talked a little bit about my ex today, and he, that's not important. So take care of your friends, take care of your loved ones, make sure they're doing okay. Mine that are all in the southeast, there were some trees knocked down, there was some flooding in the neighborhoods, but none of my family was directly major league impacted, and my mom got power back sometime earlier this afternoon. So the family is safe, but check on your family, make sure they're doing okay. Check on yourself. There's always room for growth, and constantly finding things that I need to work on. And I'm constantly also finding that the things that I have worked on tend to show pretty good results in who I want to be. All right, guys. There's a lot of movie references tonight. We'll check in with you guys next week. Bye.